Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. That's right, guys. We are here broadcasting live in syndication around the world. We're here talking watches. We're here talking life. We're here talking men's health. Anything you want, baby. Let's get a few invites out. Let's firstly send one to Tan. Just started my live stream now. Please jump on. Please jump on if you have any spare time. It's been hard lately. Ho, ho, ho. How's that for I think that's quite a nice invite. Send that to Zeal. I get one to Marky Goldberg. I'll get one to Aussie Expat. I love the Aussie Expat. I don't know if Kessler can jump on. I was having a chat to him the other day. Hoffmeister. I managed to coax him on the other day. Let's get Herman on. See if we can get Herman on there. Who else have we got? Oh, Clivers. Let's see if we can get Clivers on. We love the Clivers. O'Sheen's blocked me. He's blocked me. Can we get Bear on? I'll see if I can. I'll send an invite to Bear. JD's working today. In Australia, it is Wednesday. Mental Jock, he'd be sleeping. See if we might get Bateman on. Let's just see how Bateman runs his own shows. Just having a look. Okie dokie. Going to discuss your collection today. Now, I tell you, I did get a WhatsApp. For those of you who've met me, I do use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is kind of my program that I use, WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is something that yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I use WhatsApp a lot. It's a good way to communicate with the punters. And yeah, I enjoy it a lot. WhatsApp is cool. Oh, we get Tusa on. Let's get Tusa on. Punky Brewster. Can we talk more Punky Brewster talk? That's what I'd like to have. More Punky Brewster talk. They were good fucking memories there. Aussie expats joining us on the stream. How are you, Aussie?
Just recovering from a bit of a cold, so on the up, on the mend. Hope you're doing well.
To have you on. You're looking fantastic. Very quickly, let me catch up on these super chats. We got a super chat from Claire Looney, $3. It's all over, Red Robo Big Boy. It's all over, Red Robo Big Boy. And we've got Hurritan, $10. $10. This is the update. You have a title about Ali Reza's Rolex dilemma. Marcelo hosted a dungeon and attacked Curly. Narc gave great life advice to Marcelo. Angelic opened his channel to steal your leads. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And we've got the world's greatest dog trainer joining us.
Mr. Chesterfield, Mr. Expat of the
Aussie Expats here.
I see.
Aussie Expat, I don't know if you liked my comments. I responded to your comments on housing. I mean,
Oh, I gave you a pretty well thought out video on why getting a house is not the most important achievement, as a very lowly goal. And you responded, I was basically mentally deranged.
You know what it is? It could be very much a generational thing, because
It's definitely a generational thing. It is. But Archie's not this old to be like this hardcore about it. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
well,
that's
what you got to understand is in Australia, we have a rental vacancy rate of less than 1%.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
I
I mean,
know.
let's be
I
honest,
wouldn't advise anyone to do anything else in Australia.
do you want to be licking the real estate agent's asshole? I mean, they think they're important.
Tempting.
They drive around in their leased German cars, their third and fourth hand German cars, and they think they're important. Second and third hand German cars, and they think they're important.
Yeah.
I think it would be
well, different places require different, investment strategies.
I tell you this: I've seen many ups and downs, and I would have to say to you, the greatest thing anyone can do is have a fully paid. I wish my home was paid off, but it's not. I'm working on it. The funny thing is,
the way to get ahead is you can't do what everyone in the last generation did. Look, Gen X isn't going to get rich doing what the boomers did. The millennials can't get rich doing what Gen X did. And Gen Alpha, they're going to have to go wild, right? What they're going to have to do to actually get ahead. It's not going to start off as, I've got to get a mortgage, buy a house. Like, they have to really, really hustle. Like, it is unfortunate to be living in this very mature world.
Mate, now that is a black dial or a green dial. What is that?
It's the green dial, although it rarely looks green. Rarely. Usually looks something not.
We got another super chat from Huratan. Thank you so much for your support, Huratan. $5. Goldberg, were you over on Marcelo's channel earlier for Truffle Talk, Mushroom, or just interest in the franchise club?
Neither of the above, Tan. You sent me a message saying, oh, you should look, they're fighting over on the dungeon. So I'm like, fine. I clicked the link that you sent. I lasted about 3 minutes of boredom, and then I clicked off. So neither of the above. I find Curly and Marcelo wholly uninteresting individuals. I mean, all right, when they're screaming and yelling, they're fun for a couple minutes. But, that's
can I bring up Ali Reza's Rolex dilemma? Can I bring this up on the screen? Okay, I want to bring this up.
Yeah, what's going on?
So he actually reached out to me, and what he said is that the AD, Rolex AD, has actually got a watch in for him. However, he's promised his wife that he'll only have 3 watches. Does that make sense? Why? Now, for the love of me, I still can't work out why the fuck would you get your wife involved in your watch purchases? I mean, that really.
How many pairs? How many earrings does she have? How many shoes? Come on, 3. Be a man. Don't be a simp. You can act like a man. Just like on The Godfather. Godfather, you don't know what to do. You can act like a man.
Did he ask for this watch?
Okay, so let's have a look at what the dilemma he's got. Let's have a look here. Just going to bring this up on the screen, just making sure
right back.
No one's being doxxed. And I got to be very, very careful. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look at this on the screen now. So this is what is just come in. That is the Bruce Wayne. However, on Jubilee, he's also got a no date sub, and he's got a Daytona. So Daytona, that's your chronograph. Panda, not just a Daytona, it's a Panda, no date sub, and a Bruce Wayne. So GMT, Diver, and Chrono. And then he's also got a blue dial Datejust. Now, He's only allowed to have 3 watches because you can see he's got young children.
No.
They are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, which one does he get rid of? Because so the one that just came in was the Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne, that's the black and gray GMT. I said, what you want to do is you want to have a GMT, a diver, and a chronograph. Ditch the date just. I said, that's the least valuable of the lot. Well, it's the least collected.
No, it's neck and neck, I think. What configuration is the date just? I can barely see on my phone.
Okay, so it's Jubilee, blue dial with stick markers, and it's also got the white gold fluted bezel.
That might go for more than the no date.
Yep, you're possibly right there, but I think the no date is more desired.
This is generic date just. Who cares?
So the question, so he said to me, this is what he said to me. I'll just tell you what he said to me, just so you guys know.
Mm-hmm.
Said to me, hi, Paul. Hope all is well. Reza from London here. I'm watching your live stream 8 hours ago. I posted a question but fell asleep after it was midnight. I just got called from the AD to pick up the GMT Bruce Wayne on Jubilee I was on the list for. I promised my wife I would sell one of my watches if I get it. So left with a 3-piece collection. From the below, which would you sell to keep the best possible 3-watch collection? He's got a Daytona Panda, previous model, hasn't got the, but it's still a ceramic.
You don't sell that.
No date
That's the best
Submariner,
one.
current. Date just 41 blue dial fluted on Jubilee, and the GMT Bruce Wayne on Jubilee
Sell
seal.
the date just. Sell the date just.
So he was saying, yeah, that's what I said. Sell the date. That's exactly, Marky, you're reading my mind. He said, don't you think the sub no date and the GMT Bruce Wayne on Jubilee are too similar in looks and color in a small 3-piece collection?
The two different genres.
I don't like any of this, but this would be so much easier if he had the Bruce Wayne on Oyster. Then you just say get rid of the no date. I don't know what I would do.
Archie, why didn't you counsel? Why didn't you give him marriage counseling? I mean, Aussie expat. When's the last time your wife told you what you could do?
I said, can't you sneak it? Can't you just sneak it in? Just say nothing. Just
exactly.
Yeah, green.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, and going down to 3-piece on this collection. Look, I don't think the date just is ultimately a must-have. Neither is a no date, but neither is the Bruce Wayne either. I mean, congratulations on your allocation. That's very hard to get at the moment. But I would have preferred to see something with more color in your collection. Like the Pepsi would have been nicer, or the Batman.
But if my auntie had balls, should be my uncle, okay?
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, this is what he asked for. So, I mean, he obviously wants this piece. So,
you get rid of the date just, you put in for a Pepsi, and when that comes in, you get rid of the Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the correct.
I don't think it's that easy to get those pieces, Marky.
No, of course not. But
it isn't. But if he sold the no date, the Bruce Wayne, and the date just, he would have more than enough money to pull a Pepsi from Gray, and then he'd have 2 pieces. But he's 2 pieces away from the ultimate 3-piece.
You can't really fuck your AD over that badly on a watch they just sold him, and presumably
this isn't a bad one to go for the door. Honestly, like these Bruce Waynes, they fetch really high money, and I don't think that's going to last forever.
No, you're probably right about that. But I mean, presuming that they sold him the Panda and that he didn't buy that on the gray market, I think he could put in for a Pepsi, sit tight for 2 years while waiting for it to show up. And then
it'd be longer than 2 years. I mean, it would be 2 years for a Pepsi, but since they allocated him a very hot piece, i.e. the Bruce Wayne, they're going to say, why do you need another GMT?
Hey, if they sold him a Panda, they'd like him.
True, but not 2 of the same watches. Like they know what will happen.
Well, listen,
they know what happens.
But 2-3 years down the line, they don't care.
2-3 years, yes.
They don't care. They want you to hold that watch 2-3 years. And
But they won't sit there, and you won't have a real relationship if you just sit on a watch they won't give you for 2 to 3
I don't know,
years.
Aussie expat. You know what? If they'd have told you it couldn't be done, what you're very busy doing right now, what would you have said? You said, "Get out of my way while I do it." That's what I'm saying.
I know what it's like. So I mean, I asked for the Platinum Daytona, like 3 years ago, and I haven't gotten it, but I have spent tons of money since. I probably should have just went for the door.
That is shocking.
I should have just gone for the door.
It is shocking that you don't have that already. The only thing, it's just a guess, but do you think they've seen it? 1, 2? Like, why?
No, they've definitely seen them. I had a close call at the start of the year. I was asked if I'm still interested, and there's one coming in, and they're deliberating.
I do think that's odd that you haven't seen it.
I don't really form opinions on this anymore. It's not. it's like I'll never know exactly what's up, and things change from time to time, from allocation to allocation. So who the hell knows?
Yeah. Anyway, the guy's got a nice problem to have, but I'm not sure. None of us are sure it's a watch problem. It could perhaps be a marital issue.
Mm.
I was saying the thing is this: if you're going to get rid of it, don't you think? Wouldn't you just shut up and just keep all 4 and just say nothing, just beg, just start taking the garbage out, helping out at home?
Is that your tactic? Start taking the garbage out. That's a good one. Plus he lives in London. You can barely wear the damn things without getting stabbed.
Guys, it's 2 weeks until Christmas Eve. Did you know that?
It's coming right up.
Yeah, it's quick.
I just bought the prime rib.
So fast.
You bought the prime rib already?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
It says it's good till January 6th. They vacuum seal them, so.
Yeah, vacuum seal. Yeah. That's the way to do it, man. Aussie expat, now that you're sort of retired now, you must admit you're getting some joy. You're looking at so many people are getting fired in the IT, the tech space. Is it going to go?
There was a big conference here last week from TechSpace. So I got to meet up with quite a few colleagues, and a lot of asking how to retire. They're asking like, how much money do I need? I was like, you need your expenses, multiply that by 25.
That is the fire algorithm right there. Expenses times 25 for fire.
Isn't that ridiculous?
It's probably it'll get you reasonably close, but of course then you have to account for inflation. Watch your expenses. I thought it was
in 8. Isn't it 8?
No.
Well, 8's no good at all. No, you need about 25.
40s, it's 25. If you're in your 60s, this is a different matter. Or like
60s, you could probably get away with 20.
You got to account for inflation, which means you have to have the right investment buckets.
Yeah. It has to be well invested liquid, not including your house. Not including your house.
Well, correct, because you know what? The net worth millionaire where it's all tied up in the house. That's not investable cashola, so it's not helpful till you sell.
It's better than renting, Marky.
Well, yes, of course, but the problem is that you can't live off of the equity in your house unless, of course, you're Archie. In which case, then you can get a HELOC.
No, you can have a house, and it should hopefully reduce your expenses, and then your multiplied by 25 shouldn't be as hard. So, that's you can do it with a house, but it affects the calculation in a slightly different way. It lowers the expense, which is a good thing.
Aussie expat, now that you're retired, why don't you come on the show daily?
I got things to do. Like, I see your WhatsApp, and I'm not ignoring you. I don't know if you genuinely want me to respond with the excuse every time.
You don't need to respond. Look, if you're available, jump on.
Yeah, but Archie, think about it. Retirement is learning how to enjoy life.
Yeah.
How are you enjoying yourself right now, Aussie expat?
I've had to reevaluate a lot of things, like what are my interests and what I want to pursue. Because I figure I could only get good at one thing outside of being a family man, and I have to choose what that one thing is. So,
I don't know.
I've been thinking about it.
I got 2 or 3 things. It's not a lot, but I got 2 or 3 things.
You
So
think you could rotate 2 or 3 things and be excellent at all 3?
well, I learned how to train dogs, and I got my 10,000 hours in, and like a long time ago, and I'm good at it. I learned how to write books, and that became almost not formulaic,
That's
but like
good.
I know how to do it.
But one of your 2 things hasn't been taken up with kids.
No, well,
One of my 2 things. One
been
of my
there,
2
done.
things has to be the
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, sure. Been there. I did do that times 3. So I do. I
Oh,
get it.
okay. Congratulations. I didn't realize.
Yeah, I got
Sorry.
grandkids. I got
Congratulations.
3 grandkids now, and 1 on the way. So,
What a life. That's
but that's
fantastic. I
so
think
much
we talked
easier.
about this. It's better to stay in the closet, guys. Life's more fun.
It's so much easier though to be a grandparent than a parent. That parenting is exhausting.
Right.
You know.
I can't wait to be a grandparent.
By
But
the way, Aussie expat, if you do get bored, I am happy to sell you a majority share in the ArchieLuxury media group.
Shit, what would anybody do with it? What would we do with it? Like, I mean,
you have complete reign. There's
what we do
revenue.
is, okay, Aussie expat, listen, we sell
Yeah.
shares. We make Archie a non-compete. We hold him to a contract. We pay him out over 10 years, so that we can hold him to the contract.
I'm burnt out, Marky. I am burnt out. Believe you me, I am fucked.
I know it is very exhausting to sit here.
I don't like doing the live streams, like hosting. I like joining as a panelist. And I still make videos on my channel like once every 6 months. So I enjoy that level of engagement. So more than that, I don't think
we should entertain this. We should entertain this seriously, and according to the accounting principles, generally accepted accounting principles, we would have to look at some formula. And I think on a service business like this one, we would have to look at a multiple of earnings. So our due diligence, Archie, requires that you turn over to us, like the last couple years worth of earnings, so we can see what the trend is. And then it's, maybe 1.5 times earnings. Right. So it has what you would get for the channel would have a lot to do with what the channel is netting.
I had some good offers. I had that zillionaire. What's his name? What's his name?
What is his name?
He wanted to. What was his name? The Korean guy. He wanted to buy in.
Good old what's his name? When was this? Recently?
A couple years ago. I should have sold, Mark.
Yeah. You know what? I was once involved with a business.
A
lot of tubers are saying the business is down. Aussie expat.
You know what? I've actually seen it. So Rolex used to be like you just have to include in every video. But looking at the analytics from my channel, I've definitely got more hits on Tudor than Rolex at the moment, which is unreal. Because I love Tudor, but I don't have as much Tudor content. But I do love Tudor.
The state of the economy. People be more looking at the value brand then. But some of the guys who have the biggest, hugest views are reviewing Seikos and below.
But I see a lot of YouTubers doing like a budget-friendly stuff, and they're doing like horribly actually in general. But if you're coming from the high end looking down, like some channels, they seem to have had some good luck going into the budget realm. But channels devoted purely to budget seem to be completely wrecked. Like they'll have 1 million subs and then 500 views per video or something.
Well, then they bought subs. But that guy Jody does a ton, and there's a bunch of those guys that are doing quite well. But in any field, there's always a few.
I'm doing the next video, but look at that! Jesus Christ!
Tell me this: has any of the Breguet offerings tempted you, Aussie expat?
No, not when you got a 7135 in your face. Here we go.
You know what? I think Breguet is algorithm death. You think that's part of the issue? Archie, can we look back at your analytics and look at the Breguet content and the destruction of the channel and see if they don't actually coincide?
Fair point.
I agree.
I think they might be a bit related. And I think it's because for your audience, you spend a lot of time cultivating an audience with the aspirational brands. and then you just went to something completely out in left field that nobody aspires to in the audience that you created. And so, unfortunately, your own audience isn't really interested in that sort of content. I think you'd have to go back to your roots. Just a thought. But it is hard, guys. You know, they think it's easy to do this. It is hard to sit here for 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. And Archie, you do it here, and you do it with Alan Frischman, and you do your morning show. So Archie's sitting in that chair a solid half a day, almost every day of the week. It's not so easy coming up with something.
I'm thinking about streaming on Christmas Day. What do you think, Mark Goldberg?
I think that's a great idea.
That's a good idea. Everyone's home.
You'll get
you know, in the digital space, Christmas Day is literally the biggest day of the year for digital.
The boys will be drinking and send
like
you
digital media, video games. Everyone's home. Everyone's just chilling.
Speaking of digital gifts, guys, we could use a couple. we could use a couple soon.
This is going to be a good video. I've got my wife to do an SOTC. That's what I got lined up.
State of the collection.
So Mrs. Expat going to do State of the Collection. It's going to be good.
Are you doing anything for Christmas, Ozzy?
Of course.
No, we thought about it as like a lot of Americans travel, and last year we traveled.
Is your mum coming to visit you?
No, she joined us for Halloween. That's better for her because it's her birthday, and Halloween's a more fun kids' time, honestly, than Christmas is.
Okay. I heard that Vegas is in big trouble. A lot of people are broke, and Vegas is expensive.
I think the rough headlines there are probably accurate. It isn't that Vegas is dead, but for sure it's very expensive, so it's pushing a lot of volume out.
Vegas had such subsidies, like food buffets were cheap.
It used to be like that. It used to be the gambling subsidized everything. Now everything subsidizes everything. Super expensive steak is what it subsidizes. They're just getting greedy. And so the volume is down, and it means they need less employees, and it sucks for a lot of people here who are in the service business. Now, I haven't actually met anyone that's been affected by this, and I would have expected to see a little bit of issues, but I haven't heard of anything yet.
You're in Vegas. Have you met Graham Stephan yet?
I've had dinner with him.
Oh, you're joking?
No, I've had dinner with him. 100%.
We got a good friend, Chief Tit. Good morning, children of the corn. Good morning, Chief Tit. You had dinner with Graham Stephan?
Yeah. We went to the Wynn. We had dinner. Yeah, it was good.
What's he like?
Who
He's
paid?
Short, isn't he?
He's not a tall guy. He paid. He's famously very frugal / cheap. And he paid exactly what he ordered.
We split the bill. We went Dutch treat.
Did he invite you?
No, he did. It wasn't split. He paid exactly what he ordered. It's perfectly fine. I'm not no comment.
Who invited who? What happened?
So I'm part of a few groups, and one of them is like a Las Vegas group for people who are fat fire. So people verifiable, north of 6 million, that sort of thing. And this was one of the hangouts, and he came along.
I mean, do you literally have to show your bank book to get in that club?
This particular one, you do.
That's funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people aren't comfortable doing that, so don't do it. It's like it's kind of that simple. But there are certain problems that people face when you have more money that we'd like to talk about, and that's kind of the whole point. So there's a really good book by Scott Galloway called The Algebra for Wealth. And one of the things I really took away from that was you should have wealthy friends and you should talk about money with your wealthy friends. And I thought that that's really
Well, they
a
know more
good
about
idea.
it. You know, they know more about it.
Yeah, and it's no point having wealthy friends not talking about money. No, you you could just have any other friend, but if you
Tips.
have wealthy friends, you should talk about money.
Hey, Chief Tit, how are you? What watch are you wearing there? That Breitling looks amazing. Is it a
It's a
Breitling? Yes.
Breitling trying to match GMT.
Very nice.
Mm.
I'll just be 1 minute.
Yeah.
I love that bracelet.
Yeah, it's very comfortable, Mark.
I gotta dig mine out. I think it's in the safe.
Let me take these things off. I prefer the normal.
Yeah, you'll sound better without them, I think. So, Aussie expat. So, getting into that club, you've got to show your bank book. But do they run a credit check to make sure that you're not in debt for half of your assets, or offset by debt?
It's pretty loosey goosey from that perspective. I mean, someone wanting to fake their way in could do it with $10 million of debt and
Right.
6 million plus of assets.
Right.
But
They're negative net worth.
there's no hard and fast rule for it. So I trust the curator of the group to do her best. But also, yeah, I mean, there certainly have been people in the past who've gotten into the group with not the best intentions, like they're basically trying to sell something that they have.
Yeah.
Like, what are they trying to sell?
If I remember correctly,
YouTube
it was
channels.
it was a financial advisor, and then they tried to basically get clients, and so now on, they're quite wary of financial advisors trying to do this. But it's not a rule. It's just that, look, if we start seeing you soliciting people, you're out.
Yeah.
Hey, Archie, what do you think of that?
And then there's the orgies.
Taste-wise, Archie, what do you think of that?
Sorry, what's that?
I said taste-wise.
Yes.
What do you think of that whole concept that you can only be in this club if you got a verifiable $6 million and you got a verifiable?
Holy fuck! Thank God I won't be invited. I can tell. I have nothing. Fuck me, dead. 6 million.
But every 6 weeks, every 6 weeks, there's sort of like a planned orgy. You all have to come in a mask and robes only.
I gotta tell you, the funny thing is, Aussie expat.
What did you just say? Wait.
One in 10 Americans apparently is worth $1 million or more, right?
Right.
That means 9 out of 10 aren't.
Right, but even the one out of 10, it's usually including their house, and median house here is like
of course, but that's
450.
irrelevant. But what I'm saying is, 1 in 10 is worth $1 million with the house. Yes. I don't know why this is a golden horse for you, a Trojan.
Well, I'll tell you why.
I
can explain that.
You know what? $1
People,
million US is.
Archie. People with $1 million investable look down on people who have $1 million that's theoretical. Just so you know.
Look, put it like, let's be objective. In America, there's a classification, a criteria for accredited investor. It means you have 1 million liquid, minor without your house. So there is a clear delineation between the two in the investment space.
I get it, but let me tell you this: 1 million is better than no million at all. Don't you see that? For a lot of Americans, they ain't nowhere near $1 million.
Archie, did your net worth go from $1 million to like 800,000 because termites ate like 200,000 of your million?
You betcha.
Like those termites like shit out at 10% of Archie's.
High net worth individual termites.
I gotta tell you, it's shit. I've done all the dumb things. I've been in careers that kind of don't last forever. Like law, you're in the law. Like, accountants, people have to come every year to do taxes. Whereas if you're selling a product, there's nothing to come back. Nothing holds you to come back.
No.
Oh my God! Look at this.
There we go. Yankee Doodle. $5. Don't want to brag, but I've got a net worth over 10 million, which with 2.5 currently in Bitcoin. I started from nothing. Good on you, Yankee.
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. I mean, a chunk of your money is in you know, what I think most of us would call high risk, you know, money, but a lot of people think it's got huge upside. So you know
That's
what
not a huge chunk. I mean,
love
that's
people.
commendable. It's commendable. It's enough to give you a heart attack when it dips. But
Well, true. But like, I really, really have this incredible respect for people who, this is the most important part of Yankee Doodle's statement. I started from nothing.
yeah,
So what he did was he created wealth, however he did it. And I think that's amazing.
yeah, yeah. That's amazing. That's how did you do it, by the way? I mean,
Hey,
over
that's-
10 is very hard to get to starting from scratch.
yeah.
Most people get to those kinds of numbers with an exit of a business. So you must have worked very hard at something or made something very valuable very, very quickly. So
I got to
congratulations.
tell you something, Aussie expat. I'm actually between careers at the moment. My YouTube, I've got a big, substantial mortgage,
Mhm.
and I have got to expensive living costs, and the YouTube business is dying. What else can I do? Do I go back to a tech field? That is terrible.
Chief Tit and I solved this last week, didn't we?
Uber Eats.
No.
Uber Eats.
You're joining the Air Force.
Oh, that's
Group
right.
captain. Group captain. Going straight in as a group captain. Group captain Arch.
Exactly. I mean, and you don't even have to do push-ups.
Hey,
And his official
I'll join
job
the
is his
military if I can
official job.
I can sign up directly to Arch.
Now,
We can
what's
have a
going to
lot of
happen
fun.
is Archie's official job is going to be timekeeper of the Air Force. So whenever there's those electric magnetic pulse that takes out all of the circuits and everything, he's going to be sitting there in the corner with his manual reggae and the automatic timing thing, and he'll be going, right, dickheads, now you're not laughing, are you? Because I'm the only fucking one who knows the time.
That's it, guys. Aussie expat, it's absolutely amazing to have you on here.
It's my pleasure. It's always my honor.
Rolex, what do you see? What do you see happening next year in the watch market? Tell us this. What do you see happening?
It's been so unpredictable. I mean, no one would guess each year what was going to happen, you know, in the coming. Like, I mean, Rolex hasn't been all down this year. I mean, there's a few pieces that have gone up and up and up. All the pieces that I want, apparently. It just makes it so hard.
The best time I ever had was when I met you in Vegas.
That was a wonderful, magical time for the entire community. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was a very, very cool.
Which was peak, Las Vegas or the Sydney trip with Bondage? What was peak?
Oh no, Vegas, definitely Vegas. I mean, America is just so hard to beat. You know.
When are you coming back?
I'm not. I'm not coming back because it's over. He got Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle's got a super chat here. He's explaining his wealth. $5. Bought and sold hundreds of distressed properties, foreclosures over 25 years. Started 25 years old. Now essentially retired. Beautiful. Yankee Doodle.
Wow. Congratulations. So that goes all the way back to 1999. I was still in high school. So that's quite a skill you have there.
What were you doing in 1999, Mark?
I partied like it was 1999 because it was.
Yes.
Yeah, I was living in Chicago, pretty close in a neighborhood called Lakeview. The section of Lakeview was called Boys Town, and it was a lot of fun. Let me just tell you what, it was a lot of fun. The presumption there was, you were gay unless you were a woman pushing a stroller with a little kid in it. So it was very fun. I mean, you met people at the coffee shop, at you know, at the grocery store, on the street corner, at the parade. It was wild and fun times.
We had I had a big project to deal with. I was doing banking and property law at that time, right? And they had this huge thing about that Y2K bullshit that they thought was going to be an issue.
Well,
right?
none of us. I filled the bathtub with water that night.
Yeah. So I had to go through literally 6,500 leases for all these different banks that our firm used to act for, and negotiate a clause in there about the effect of Y2K on what might happen, because it was going to be like doomsday possibly. And if I tell you we made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of legal fees on something which just never eventuated. Nothing happened. It was just a waste of fucking time.
Too crazy.
Crazy.
Did you
how much
have
money
any
people spent on that? Like,
my sister.
Y2K proofing themselves.
People bought food, put it in the basement. Like, I filled the bathtub. That was it.
Yeah. As a software engineer, I do not know how we got through Y2K that cleanly, honestly, because I still see systems today. I'm like, how did that get through Y2K? How did that survive?
It was a bit of a disappointment, really.
Actually, Archie, were you in IT at that time?
Yeah. I actually,
What were you doing in
1999, I was closing my business. I used to do IT stuff, sold computers, and it was actually, the writing was, I actually started looking for contracting work, and I got a job in year 2000, because I don't know if you guys wouldn't know this, but in Australia, they introduced the GST in year 2000.
That's exactly right, yep.
And I got a job with a company that sold computerized cash registers because they needed to upgrade them to facilitate GST. And that was a good job. And it lasted until September 2002. The job lasted till then. And I actually made a joke because we had so many retrenchments. And I said, if they ask you to come for kind of have a few minutes, you say no. And then literally 30 seconds later,
they called you.
Said, oh, yes. Oh, shit.
Chesterfield, get in here.
So I gotta go. Gotta take the kids to swimming. I'll see you, gentlemen. It's been great.
Behave yourself.
Cheers.
Well, Tits, sounds like your lungs are starting to slowly heal.
A little bit.
Good to have you back, man. It's great to have you back. You were in Noumea.
Noumea, yeah. And then I came back and I had this
friggin' I got influenced by holiday place.
Yes, except for, did I tell you what happened at that friggin' Le Méridien that I booked? Anyway, the Le Meridian's the best way, apparently, right? It's got the free restaurant. You're going to go and relax there. It's right on the water, blah, blah, blah. So we go there, and everything's wonderful. Got the car, drive up, and you're not going to believe what the fuck happened. There's no signage anywhere. I go inside, and I'm going, what's going on? I went to the reception. I said, this is the Le Méridien. And he goes, well, sort of. I said, what do you mean, sort of? They said, well, the landlord, which is like the Noumea Tourism Hotel Association, took the property back off the Le Méridien 2 days ago. I said, well, so what the fuck happens now? I've already booked here for a week. They said, oh, no, you still come in. Everything's all hunky-dory. And it wasn't hunky-dory, right? The restaurants were closed. They were short-staffed, all of that sort of bullshit. So we went through that. But look, I won't do the whole whinge. In the end, it was
whose microphone is playing up? Whose microphone is that?
You know what? This is very weird because I do hear it, guys. There's something going on. And
are you using earbuds,
No.
Chief Tit? They might be low.
No, they're off. Tits, it sounds like you've automated the mooing, except for I have deadened. I killed his mic, and that didn't kill the noise. I killed every one of our mics. And that didn't stop it.
Do you want me to go on the computer and see if that improves it?
No, hold on a second. I'm just going to kill your mic a minute. Let me just...
Hello?
Yeah, you're live, but his mic is off. I'm trying to see if it's him.
I think it is him.
It stopped.
I'll go on the computer.
Yeah, something's fucked up right now, so change devices or restart, either way. But come back. Bye-bye now. Yeah, you know what was funny about that was, yes, I did hear it, guys. When it was driving me a little crazy because I couldn't figure it out. But what it sounded like was, you know how Clyde and I and now Tits, we do the Well, it was like continuous. Anyway, turn echo on and off. Tit, it's you. Yes, we figured out it. Finally, it was the Tits. Anyway, all right. So,
Marky, what's geared up for your Christmas? So you've talked me into it. I will broadcast Christmas Day.
I think it's a good idea. I think the guys will be tipsy and generous, which, you know, would be a good thing for you. Let's see. What's my Christmas is I do a very kitten Christmas. I do a Satan's kitten Christmas. Lots of family stuff.
That's good.
Yeah. His family, you know, he's got two families, his mom's side, dad's side. When we got together, he was a little worried that I wouldn't figure out how to navigate that. But that was like my life too, mom's side, dad's side. So it was easy. And actually, it's perfect because we get two Thanksgiving dinners on different days. We get two Christmas dinners on different days. Divorce is like the best thing that ever happened to most of these families.
Okay, we add him.
Better. Yeah. I think
Close that curtain behind you, Chief Tit.
Yeah, okay. True. That weird light is like shining through in the back of your head.
Like an orb.
You know, the poor Tits. He comes in and we have a lot of suggestions for him. All right. Come on. Back.
Okay.
Much better. There we go. Now, one more thing. Lower your camera because we're seeing too much of your, you know, above your head. So just do that. You know, just pull it down. There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Did they fuck you over with the booking, like, because it had changed hands? How did they fuck you? How did you feel?
Yeah, it pissed me off because the restaurants, we went there so that we wouldn't have to run around too much and we could just relax on the beach and eat. And there's 3 different restaurants and a bar. It's just like a one-stop shop, right? And it turns out it wasn't a one-stop fucking shop because nothing was open. But anyway, it was good. The property was incredible. The water was great. The snorkeling was good. All of that sort of stuff.
Who did you book it through? Why don't you complain to them?
And we had a car, which was a fantastic thing. You know?
Why don't you complain to them? Who did you book it through?
The car people. Or,
no, the booking. Who did you book it through?
Through What
Who did
If?
You pay? Why did you complain to them?
It was called What If.
Because this.
I did.
I suppose they don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. You just give them a bad rating and that's it, you know. But anyway, it was good. We had a lovely time. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know. Just being a whinger. But then I got fucking influenza A and come back, you know, diseased.
You got
Speaking of disease, the rancher joins us. Hello, rancher.
Clyde, could he have hoof and mouth disease or mad cow? Could he have caught mad cow from Archie?
Possibly.
What's going on, rancher? Are you going to join us on the Christmas Day show?
I mean, I don't know. If I get snowed in
Oklahoma is like 2 flakes.
Exactly, but still.
You're on right now with 3 flakes.
Is it cold in Oklahoma now?
No. Well, it's like well, no, look, it was 60 degrees and sunny today, but you don't hear me complaining about it.
Oh, I hate you. It was like 14 degrees and there's a foot of snow on the ground.
Oh, okay, that's nice. I like 60 degrees Fahrenheit is nice.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
15 degrees, Chief Tit. That's nice.
Dreadful. Archie, did you know that I went on Sunday sick as a dog with the wife into town and we bought that Blue Lagoon thing for her? And JD came and he was sitting in the shop with us together buying it.
Whoa.
Friggin' hilarious.
Now wait, the Blue Lagoon what? What the Tudor?
Your Tudor, yeah, she really loves it.
Well, go get it. Let's have a look.
She's wearing it. She's at work.
Well, you know, that's really inconvenient.
Yeah, JD's a lovely guy. He's a cool guy, JD.
He's such a good guy. He was gonzoing in town somewhere, And I said, I'm going to go in and buy the watch. He goes, I'll meet you in there. I said, I've got influenza A. And he goes, oh. So he sort of sat away from me, but it wasn't too bad. It was good.
Did you mask up out of consideration to your fellow citizens?
That fucking shit.
You know, like, or you went fuck them mode.
Fuck them all, you know? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Was your vagina bleeding? Isn't that the kind of thing they say to you in the army? Is your vagina bleeding?
Yeah, that's right. Shit like that.
Do you have sand in your vagina?
Yeah. Sand. We call it
What's you
sand.
drinking, Mark?
Does your pussy hurt?
Yeah. How are you going, Ranch? Are you still working this time of the year? When does law term end for you?
Yeah, still definitely working. People are still being arrested. Thank God.
Exactly.
Does it all sort of shut down over Christmas for a little bit?
For a little bit, like literally a couple of days, but informally, the judges, the courthouse is open, but the judges don't schedule shit. So,
right.
Yeah.
Because we have a thing called law term, like our law term, but it's normally, just for the civil matters. That closes around about the 17th or 19th of December till the end of January. Literally everybody just stops, except for urgent criminal matters,
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you guys don't have...
there's no rest for...
Wait. But I want to make sure I understand. So you want to complain about substandard experiences. And you come on here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
All right.
I thought, it's the common denominator.
Common being quite appropriate. Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I'm still doing my fast. I haven't had anything to eat since Saturday morning.
Are you lightheaded?
Why are you on a fast? What's wrong?
Just trying to see if I can do it for health reasons.
Well,
how many days
what's your
do
goal?
do it for?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see it.
Christmas.
No,
Christmas.
No. I'm thinking worst case. Worst case scenario, maybe till Monday. Or sorry, not Monday. Saturday. Make it a 1 week.
Now, haven't you been tempted to go over to Sam's Club and get the $1.50 hot dog combo?
Oh yeah, and not to mention the $2 pizza combo.
Yeah, right.
Well, the thing is, not really, because all the drinks there, if they had like just regular iced tea, yeah, I would be. But you're going to buy a drink, it's just they either got all sugar or corn syrup or artificial sweetener.
That's true. How about over at Costco? You could get a chicken bake.
Chicken what?
Chicken bake.
Oh.
Don't you know your Costco food court? Come on.
No, not really. I've been there. I haven't been there very much. I might let Sam's Club lapse and just go full Costco.
Well, Costco has this thing called the chicken bake, which is like the size of like a Subway sandwich, except for it's kind of like pizza dough, crispy on the outside, and filled with like chicken pot pie filling on the.
Well, that doesn't sound very complimentary, Mark.
It's not.
Chicken pot pie filling sounds real. Well, actually, let's be honest. Anything sounds really fucking good right now.
It's not healthy. It's not good, but it is compelling.
You're torturing the man. He's trying to fucking stay on the fast. You're talking about chicken bakes.
Actually, Archie's starting to look particularly tasty and tender.
I bought a prime rib at Sam's Club today, Clydesy. A nice 7-pounder.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
Nice. Now, what have you ever got a standard rib roast?
Once. It was beautiful.
Yes.
The way I cooked it was you put it in a 500-degree oven for, I forget, 20, 30 minutes, and then you turn the oven off, and you do not open it again for 4 hours.
Wow.
And that's it. And it was amazing.
Maybe we should do a cooking session.
Cooking with Archie.
Cooking with Archie.
No. Just forget about the with part.
Cooking for.
No, forget about the for part.
So, Arch, what do you reckon? We'll get you one of those nice, what do they call it? The aprons, the full body apron thing, and have nothing on, ass out.
That's exactly it.
And then when you go, oh, sorry, I just got to get up for a second, go out the door and just say,
Archie, what's on the menu for Christmas?
It would at least stop him from going to the bathroom every 30 minutes.
Speaking of which, I'm just going to go to the toilet.
Have you got pants on, or are you doing the Marcelo?
Hey, I wanted to show you something, Clive. I did some research. I wanted to ask you, do you know where this is? There's a service station in Oklahoma for sale.
Okay.
Take a look at this, Marky. 13,000. Do you recognize this at all?
I'm having it's a kind of a small picture, especially.
Wait a minute, wasn't that in that movie?
Across the road here. Big grain elevator.
This is Oklahoma. Did you
Yes.
recognize this?
Well, let's
Is it
see.
by-
Median age here is 63.
Is it by El Reno?
I'm not sure. They're
It
saying
looks
this
like
is
a
a
movie.
dying town. Is this a
Okay, what's
dying?
this?
Oh, look at the bank. That was a cool building.
I'd almost say courthouse, maybe a. What town does it say?
Here in the town. A lot of abandoned stuff.
Jesus Christ.
Buildings.
It's in the Panhandle, the farthest
Oh,
corner
fuck
of
no.
the Panhandle.
Fuck no.
Let me give you the median household income. 49.
What do you think,
Yeah.
Rancher?
No.
What's wrong with it here? Can I
I grew
ask you that?
I grew up in Clinton, which is not in the Panhandle, just in western Oklahoma, and that was bad enough. The Panhandle, fuck no.
What's wrong with the Panhandle? It sounds cheap.
I bet property
It's not-
taxes are low.
It sounds cheap because no one wants to live there. No one can make a living there. The Panhandle, it's just a handful of like super rich farmers or ranchers in corporate ranching where they've got hog farms just that stretch out as far as the eye can see. No, you can't make a living there. That's why it's so cheap.
But could you retire there? Low cost of living?
Though I don't know if it's low cost property to be cheap.
There's nothing to do there.
Looks fucking depressing as shit, man.
Yeah, raise a couple of pigs. Run a gas station.
Fucking hell, man.
Well, no, I can't really say because I've gained kind of an experience with horned animals.
There's probably a courthouse.
Oh, I'm sure there is. It's probably boarded up.
There's
Jesus
too
Christ.
much meth in the Panhandle.
Yeah,
Is there
you
a lot
could
of meth there?
You could cook mess.
Oh my god, that looks really boring as fucking shit there.
Well, it's actually it's kind of like the ArchieLuxury channel of Oklahoma when you think about it.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, yeah, that's right.
I want to get Mark a T-shirt with just a black T-shirt with just white letters with Oklahoma.
Like this one?
When was the last time you watched that movie, by the way? Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh, I love that movie.
Jesus, good.
I saw it like maybe just, earlier this year. Just fun.
It's fantastic. You know it, Arch, don't you?
Yeah. The kitten hasn't
I
seen
love
it,
that
so-
movie.
It's
Yeah.
such a
Michael
good,
Caine in it.
yeah, it's such a good movie. Oh my god.
Well, actually, I just want to say real quick. I know I always come on this channel and give Archie a hard time and denigrate him, but yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Clyde. You know what? That was a beautiful apology.
Thank you.
The statement of the obvious. Oh my god. So where do you usually holiday, Clyde?
I'm a stay-at-home. I stay at home.
He holidays over at the Piggly Wiggly,
You're
Sam's
coming
Club,
on
Costco.
Christmas Day, Clive, aren't you? I can sign you up for a shift.
A shift. Wait. That implies work. And if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's to shirk work and responsibilities in any
Shirk
form
work.
whatsoever.
What are you
Shirk work.
What are you doing for Christmas, Clyde? What's on the menu? What's happening? What's going on?
I haven't told anything yet. I might do something with my I might do something with my daughter and my granddaughter.
I see. All right.
We'll see.
How about Hometown Honey?
No, she cray cray. No, and she's also an hour and a half away. It's just like, nah.
Hold on. Who's the fuck is Hometown Honey? I don't know anything about that.
Well, you see.
Well, in all fairness, you never asked.
Well, I have now.
Okay.
Clyde's got
Come on.
Clyde's got a he's got a woman in every port.
Really?
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. Interesting. No. I grew up together. Just a lot of childhood memories, and and never went beyond that. Thank you, sweet Jesus.
You know,
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus.
He's got
Stop
a
being
woman in
evasive,
every.
Todd. Tell us all about it. Who is this bird and where is she?
Well, actually, I'm not going to tell you who she is because, well, that's
Called
not
doxing.
kissing. That's not kissing and telling.
No, yes, of course.
And she's back where I grew up back in Clinton. Very belongs to a very, very prominent family out there.
Hey Archie, why don't we let's share screen, Archie, share screen. Let's look at Clinton, Oklahoma. Let's find a nice YouTube video where it kind of like drives around town. Let's have a look at small town Oklahoma, birthplace of Clyde Anderson.
Have you ever seen No Country for Old Men?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But if it shows like an accurate representation of Main Street, it looks like it's like, yep,
Let's have a look. Let's look at Clyde's hometown, and then we can look at mine, and Archie's.
Courthouse and picturesque town square.
Here we go. How's that for some background?
Beautiful. Welcome to Corn.
Corn.
Yeah, bringing back memories.
No, I never really had a reason to go to Corn, or maybe I've driven through Colony once, but yeah, that's
There's your courthouse.
That is okay. I do know that one. That's Washita County.
That looks like the setting for Dukes of Hazzard.
Man, it's empty.
Yep,
the small business. Where are the businesses in town?
They're empty.
Yep, pretty much.
I'd love to go there. See
John had a little greasy spoon there called Lucille's, or I think it was Lucille's, but it was the most marvelous, just greasy hamburgers. They'd go right through me now. Looks like a minute.
Well, you haven't eaten in 3 days.
I like
everything.
Undertaking.
Excuse me, 4 days.
There you go. See, anything will go through you.
It's kind of sad. It's a clean town, but there's no tumbleweed in the this is actually quite nice.
That is my daughter calling. I will call you back.
Okay.
I think that looks nice too. I think it's so American. It's so how we non-Americans picture America, I reckon. You know what I mean? It looks like the place that was in
look at
what was that?
The
little town on Back to the Future.
Yeah. It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Typical small town America out in the boony boons. We ain't not for since the Anderson boy went to law school.
I wonder what would they think of an Australian going there as a tourist?
The hell, we ain't nothing come from Australia except for steers and queers, and you ain't got no horns, boy. Australia. That's like the ass end of the world where the water go the other way in the trailer.
So it's a bit like that, is it?
A little, I'm thinking. I mean, I don't know. Quite frankly, I've managed to avoid Oklahoma my entire life, and I'm going to keep doing it. I have a 100% success record.
I don't know. I'd like to visit some of those places, I reckon. Looks interesting. You wouldn't want to live there, though, I don't think.
Very interesting indeed.
But I think you'd commit suicide if you live there for longer than 2 weeks.
Boys, I'll be back.
No worries. It's Oklahoma. It's very interesting to see. Like it's a bit like rural New South Wales, isn't it? It's a bit like that, isn't it?
It's got a bit of that sort of vibe, like Goulburn or something, you know?
Mind you, you can't rent anything in even rural New South Wales. It's sort of so busy, isn't it? What's happening? I don't understand.
Is it? Is that the impression you've got?
Because even those rural towns, it's impossible to rent a place. You know, Australia's got a very tough housing crisis.
Yeah.
But these rural places, like here in Oklahoma, it looks dead. Nobody's there, is it? Look at that. That's just
it's
dead.
like abandoned properties, eh? There's nobody actually there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that word? Is it agoraphobia? What's that word where it's the opposite of claustrophobia, where you're away from the sea and there's just vast land around you and it freaks you out? Is that agoraphobia? I think it's something you might get over there. Have you ever? How much of this have you seen yourself, Arch? Have you gone over traveling to these places, or mainly the big cities?
Mainly to the big city. So I landed in LA, so San Francisco,
Mm-hmm.
San Fran. I went to Hollywood. I went to then I went to Colorado. I went to New York. I went to Vegas.
So which was your
Colorado.
favorite?
I love Colorado. You know Colorado?
Oh yeah.
That
What did
was
you like about it?
It's higher. It's a higher altitude. The air is thinner. You got to get used to that. It just seemed like nice. That's where they film Mork and Mindy. You know Mork and Mindy?
Oh, yes. I remember walking maybe. That is that anywhere near sort of Montana and all of that? Colorado, or not really? Like Colorado's more sort of west, isn't it? Where is all of those places?
I'm just gonna ask you that. No, Colorado and Montana are not directly next to each other, but they are neighbors in the western U.S., separated only by the state of Wyoming.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yeah.
I would love to. One things I really would love to do is Route 66. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like drive from one end to the other end. But the problem is everything in America is still expensive still. Like staying at a Best Western or, you know, those hotels, they're still $100 a night, really.
Oh, really? Even in the middle of nowhere, there's still $100 a night.
I think so.
Oh.
Cost of living in America, unfortunately, the exchange rate for us isn't so great.
Geez, it's shit, isn't it? It's bloody dreadful.
Yeah.
Arch, I'm not sure what to do about this trip to Thailand in January. Should I keep? Well, should I still go? Because apparently they're chucking bombs at each other on the border.
No, that's not in Bangkok, but where are you going?
Well, we're going to go to Bangkok and someplace called Hua Hin or something.
Oh, Hua Hin. I love Hua Hin. That's a great beach place. Nah, you'll be fine. That's nowhere near Myanmar. Yeah, it's nowhere near there. You'll be fine.
Would you ever leave? I'm going to go for about 10 days with the family.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. Yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah.
Where are you staying in Bangkok?
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for my brother and his girlfriend. She's Thai. The brother's girlfriend's Thai. And so she's booked everything. So I'm waiting for them to give us
How old's your brother?
Brother's, what is he now? 6 years younger than me. I'm 48. He's 48.
And he's retired there?
No. The girl's a Thai girl that lives in Australia. And he's met her here.
Oh, what does he do for a quid? Is he in law as well?
No, he's a real estate agent. He took over my parents' business, which was open in the early 1960s.
Oh, your parents were real estate agents?
Yeah. Actually, that's what I thought would be good for you, a real estate agent. I think you'd be good as a real estate agent.
No, real estate is a great thing. It's a great look. You need a lot of contacts. That's the thing, but you know what I mean. You got to get those listings. That's the hard thing, is to get the listings. You know, like in the market is very tight now, and it's very, 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 very tight.
They're sort of lucky in a way because they've got a business that's been around since '64, I think it was. They've got a good rent roll. Do you know what I mean? So the rent roll sort of is something that just ticks over. It's not something which is so pressurized all the time just to stay alive. You've got to make a million sales a year.
Actually, pastors saying most of Route 66 has been decimated. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of wrecked there. I've read
that. What does that mean? How is it decimated, and what's happened to it?
Oh, well, they've got the original highway doesn't really exist. They've got you've got to be to take the original route. They've got bypasses and things like that which have kind of destroyed it. Okay.
So motorways have bypassed it, and so there's only bits and pieces still in existence, type of thing.
Yeah, exactly it.
When do you get a chance to do that? I mean, that's the thing, you know.
Exist. Let's have a look. Does Route 66? No, Route 66 doesn't exist as a single continuous U.S. highway anymore, as it was decommissioned in 1985 and replaced by the interstates. But large portions are still drivable and preserved as historic Route 66. It was decommissioned. Many states have designated bypass segments as historic Route 66 marked on maps. Drivable portions, only 85% of the original alignments are still drivable, though you can encounter modern roads and need to navigate gaps where it goes. Key states, you can still find significant stretches in Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, which has the most original alignment, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California.
There you go.
The route offers a journey through classic Americana with vintage gas stations, diners, motels, and quirky attractions, making it a popular road trip.
I've always wanted to go to a real American diner, Arch. Have you been to one when you were over there?
Yeah, I like their waffles and.
Yeah, is it good? Is it as good as it looks, or is it shit?
No, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's fattening. Fuck me, Dad. Everything.
Oh, the fuck. The shit that they eat, I've seen on TV, they have like chicken and waffles and syrup with chicken, and there's some really heart attack stuff there, you know?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. If you eat that stuff, you will too many calories, you know? But I must say, it's a changing world. AI's coming out strong. I mean, a lot of these things, you know, 25, 30 years ago. So when did I start working full time? 1990. 35 years, right? 35 years.
Yeah.
And 35 years of work. And I got to be honest with you, it's a very different world to the one I entered, you know, Chief Tit. Yeah. Battery-powered cars. Would you ever have imagined that?
No, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. The world's changed a lot. Some things are for the better, but some things aren't, you know?
Yeah. Kids don't seem to be into cars like they used to. You know what I mean?
I can't work out exactly what they are into, though, Arch. That's the thing. Have they become maybe they've become non-materialistic. It comes to the birthday and Christmas time, and I ask my kids, what would you like? And they're like, oh, well, nothing really. They don't even have any interests. All they do is sit there on the video games and on the computer and watch YouTube, and I don't understand what they actually do. What does your kids do?
Well, my youngest son, he likes to go to the gym a lot. He likes fitness.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing a plumbing apprenticeship, and he's also worked at a sports store. He likes that. The other one's at university. He does mathematics. He does tutoring privately. He does a few things.
But what do they do as their interests, as their non-work stuff? Like, are they into anything, or?
Oh, I think they all like video games to extent.
Yeah.
You know, I was never that. As a kid, you had an Atari or a ColecoVision. That was really, you know?
Commodore 64 and all that shit.
Well, Commodore 64, that was horrible because you had to program. That was in BASIC. You know what I mean? That was horrible.
Shocking, man.
You know what I mean?
I got the ultimate. Remember they used to have a tape player? An actual tape player.
Yes.
Like audio tape. And I put this tape thing in, and it loaded up, took like friggin' hours to load up a program. And I used to play this thing with this gunship, this helicopter gunship. Oh, my God. One of my friends used to come over. We used to wait 3.5 hours for the friggin' thing to load on the tape player so we could play for 2 hours. Unbelievable.
Those were the times, you know. It's
But that's probably why it didn't have such an impression on us, because it was such a pain in the ass.
real estate, I tell you what, that's an expensive fucking thing to buy now. Real estate is so dear, it's poisonous.
Yeah.
I would like to. I'm thinking, you know, where I'd love to live in Japan. You know, somewhere like they have those abandoned houses. You can buy those,
Yeah.
but the problem
Well,
is those abandoned
video-
houses. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's the problem.
Well, is it when you're saying in the middle of nowhere? Is it sort of in the middle of nowhere to the extent of like this little American place, like literally in the middle of nowhere, or what?
I think so. Here we go. Chief tip: we used to play Gunship on the Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Load times were crazy. Gunship, yes.
JD, that's exactly right, JD. Yeah. Yeah, so I saw that video of you in Japan. It looked like a nice little place, but for you to get out of there and go somewhere a bit cosmopolitan and then come back and sort of sleep there, because if that's like your main abode, is that doable, or is it like so completely far out of the sticks you got to get away for a weekend to go somewhere?
No, I think that you've got to, anything on a train line is expensive still.
Was that on a train line?
Yeah, that was. Everything we went was on a train line. But I think Japan itself, yeah, it's very quaint, isn't it? I was walking around those streets there. It's very quaint. You know, those streets are amazing. Like they're still small blocks. The houses are still, you're very different to us in Australia.
Absolutely. But it was also very cute. Even the interior of that little house was cute, with their little sliding doors and tiny little staircases and shit. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was like a dollhouse, you know?
Yeah. No, exactly right. You're 100% right there. We got Goldberg joining us back again. Hello, Mr. Goldberg.
Hello, Goldberg.
Hello, Mr. Goldberg.
And we're back.
Marcus Aurelius.
That would be myself. So
We were talking about Japan. Would you go to Japan to live? You know that little place that Archie went to and he made a video about it?
No. I mean, you'd be super isolated. They have all these like free houses in the middle of nowhere in these little villages where no one's going to talk to you. You're going to be the gaijin. Tokyo would be all right, I guess, but you'd still have language issues. So no, thank you. Gracias. I'll go somewhere they speak a little bit of English.
Mm.
Or Spanish. I mean, I could go anywhere in the Spanish. Colombia.
But do you speak Japanese? You must speak a bit of Japanese, Arch.
No, I speak. Languages never work for me. I find it very difficult.
He's talking about English right
now. Thank you.
I'm very sorry, Archie. Rancher is a bad. Ooh, good one. Rancher is a bad influence.
He's a bad influence.
Anyway. Do your kids speak any Japanese? Did they go to Japanese school when they were
No,
little?
they do not. They do not.
So I'm surprised Mama didn't send them to Japanese school.
No, we did not. We didn't do that. We wanted them to. It's a long story, but
yeah, I see. Well, are they coming for Christmas? What are we doing in the Chesterfield household?
No, I am streaming.
Well, I know, but what are the kids doing?
My wife's working.
Yeah. So the kids can go do fuck all.
We're going to see them on Christmas Eve. We're going to have Christmas Eve together.
Okay, well, that's nice.
Yeah, no, it's. I got to tell you something. It's. It's Christmas itself is. It's fast. It's moving fast ahead for us here.
It's coming.
Marky.
It is.
And
yeah. Are you going to get anything? What's the story? Are you buying anybody else anything?
Not sure. JD says Gunship on the Commodore 64 did have a great title screen where the Apache grunt script appeared animated from the bottom of the screen. Mind-blowing after 25-minute load time, then crashed after 2 minutes. Reload.
It's so fucking annoying and true. Oh god! Did you have one of those as me, Mark?
So to run a game, you had to actually type in basic commands.
Yeah.
I've never been a gamer. I mean, you got to remember, I'm a boomer. So like my games consisted of like marbles.
Yes.
Monopoly.
Yeah, you had marbles.
Yeah, we had marbles.
Did you have that competition at school where they had the hole and who could get it into the hole fast? Like,
No, that's on Squid Games, I think.
Are you a fan of Hunger Games? Any of you guys Hunger Game fans?
I love, I read the books. I saw the movies. It's little girl, books, but I really enjoyed it. And but I thought you meant Squid Games, but Hunger Games also.
Yes, Squid Games, where you are surviving for.
Well, they both are survival. Hunger Games was a series of books and movies, and then Squid Games is the Korean. I love the Squid Games. It's very good.
Do you think that's how America is now?
Yeah, life is yes, I do. Life is like survival of the fittest, dog eat dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm sure it's the same in Australia. With the cost of living and everything, like every man for himself. I don't know.
Put the oven on. I'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute.
She's going to the toilet, Tits. He's going to the toilet, and
I wish he had that thing on. We've got to get him one of those. The apron thing. What do they call them?
A babushka? What do you mean an apron thing?
Oh, those ones. That's the cooking apron that you use in the kitchen. What do they call those ones?
They call it an apron.
It's an apron, isn't it? Yeah, the ones from here,
Yeah. Okay, so I had one of those.
Yeah.
The kid made me throw it out. Honestly, I loved it.
Did you have you dirty bastard? You would have had fake tits on it and all that.
No. I had the one where it had sort of like if you picked up the skirt. Like, okay, you picked up the skirt of it, like this, and it's a giant cock, like a big stuffed horse cock.
You know what? We'll go halves. We'll go halves together, and we'll buy one for Marcelo.
Yeah, he needs one.
Because he's going to be trying to argue that he had the opposite one, and it wasn't real what we saw.
I don't know. I mean, I tuned in. Tan made me tune into the dungeon, and Marcelo was crying and upset and ranting, and I don't know. I think there's some mental illness. There's some kind of a breakdown going on there.
I don't even watch it anymore, man. It is a lot of mental.
Well, to be honest with you, I never watched the dungeon. I mean, the dungeon is sort of like watching, we have Major League Baseball here, and I feel like the dungeon is sort of like watching the minor leagues. The little league game, like the high school girls hockey. That's what
they're literally mad. I started watching it for a while and stuff, and I was going like, "Fuck, this is so dark and crazy and fucked up."
It's a bit painful,
Does Arch? Do you ever watch the dungeon?
Well, it's his channel.
I've been told to stay away.
Yeah, but do you watch it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Interesting developments.
The chat that is super.
Super chat.
Oh,
David
dear.
Smalls, $5. This appreciation super chat is for MVP, the gold medal winner, the Savior of this show, Mr. Goldberg,
English is a problem.
Mr. Mark Goldberg.
Can you say Savior, Lord and Savior? Well,
I can't believe I asked him if he spoke Japanese.
Thank you very much, Davey Smalls. I'm not sure I'm agreeing with your police work here, bro. but we do what we can.
Yeah.
We do it. Ooh. Sounds a bit rough. Are you coughing up anything? Is it green? Is it brown? Is it clear? Like, what's going on there?
It's not the dungeon.
No, I'm talking about
as a kid, Mark, I always loved Grizzly Adams. Grizzly Adams, Chief Tit. You remember Grizzly Adams?
I remember Grizzly Adams. Yeah. Grizzly Adams was great with the big bear.
I mean, we had that here. That was an American show, but it wasn't big here. They probably sold it to Australia, and it was bigger there.
Man, we got all of your shit. We had Grizzly Adams.
Did you have F Troop?
Chips, BJ and the Bear.
Chips.
F Troop.
About even the old stuff like Mr. Ed, the Lucille Ball Show, all of that sort of stuff. Lassie.
Wait. Hogan's Heroes. Hogan. I know nothing. Hogan's Heroes. Hogan's Heroes was it took place in a German prisoner of war camp, and it was filled with Americans. And,
We've still got Hogan's Heroes.
Yeah. Well, the kitten and I are watching it on Hulu. He loves it. He had never heard of it, but I introduced him.
But there was some weird thing happened with that main actor. He was sort of like a
Yeah,
he was
Bob
beat-
Crane, he was into sex.
He was beaten.
Yeah.
He was beaten to death, and his case has never been solved.
because he was a rapist or something, wasn't he, or something? What do they say?
Well, what he did. No, hold on. What the deal is that he was into orgies, and this was obviously before video cameras, videotape, except for they had the stuff from the TV shows. And he was friends with the camera guy, so he used to invite the camera guy to these orgies to video them. And then
Was
eventually he was found beaten to death in a cheap motel room. And this was after the show was already canceled.
Was Sergeant Schultz involved in the orgies as well?
I know nothing.
I know nothing.
Did you know that Chief Tit, the main Germans were actually Jewish? Did you know that?
Yeah.
In that show?
Schultz was Jewish. Klink was Jewish. Burkharder was Jewish.
Good joke.
And I forget which actor, but one of the actors was a survivor of Dachau, which is like crazy. We'd have to look up to find out which one, but one of them was in Dachau.
Yeah.
And they fucking made it funny, which is you couldn't even do it today. You couldn't do it today. But today
It was a great show. There was a few of those shows like that. There was that other one with Pappy Binghamton or whatever his name is. That one where it was the Black Sheep or something, and they were flying those airplanes out of the South Pacific. It was a similar sort of show.
Oh yeah, Pappy Boyington. What the hell? It was called the Black Sheep, and that was I forget the name. Richard Wagner, was that the actor?
Was he in there?
I forgot that show, but yeah, it was yeah, we had that here too. But again, it wasn't as iconic as Hogan's Heroes or Scale Movie.
Yeah,
that kind of
they're
stuff.
great, those old movies. Angelic was on was online the other day, and he was talking about he was watching all of those, like The Bridge Over the River Kwai, some of the classic movies. They're fantastic.
I used to love the Rockford Files.
Oh, James Garner. That was a good
James
one.
Garner. He was great.
Yeah, that was a good
And he had that massive trailer he lived in. I could never understand. He could never tow that trailer with his car, could he?
How about Columbo? Remember the guy with one eye, Peter Falk? Columbo. He was a detective. He just pretended to be stupid.
He actually had dementia, suffered dementia in his later life.
Well, a lot of people do.
There was that other. Who was the Kojak was also around as well. They had those style of movies. I used to love Kojak.
So Davey's saying Richard Dawson was not Jewish. No, he wasn't. We were talking about the Germans, the ones who played the Nazis were all Jewish. The writer and producer of the show was Jewish. And really, the only way they could make it work was to hire all these Jewish guys. I just saw an interview with Richard Dawson, and he said that in the pilot he spoke with a Liverpool accent, and the producers didn't like it because they couldn't understand it. So he just did a Cockney accent instead, which is why Richard Dawson's character in Hogan's Heroes has got a Cockney accent, because that was the only one the producer could understand. Just saw that the other day.
All right. Yeah.
I love that show. And you know what? When you watch the opening of the show, one of the funniest things is like LeBeau lifts the doghouse with the fucking German Shepherd in it. In it, and then he comes out of the tunnel, and you can see the dog going because he was like being elevated up into the air. It was so funny. The dogs were all really well trained, really sociable, really nice, nicely bred German Shepherds. You could see that in that show. I always noticed it all.
That came after the movie The Great Escape, didn't it? So
I'm
that was
sure.
They must have been sort of enthused by
The Great
it.
Escape was with Steve McQueen.
Yeah, and James Garner, he was in that too.
How about The Dirty Dozen?
Yeah, Dirty Dozen.
Which really, The Dirty Dozen sort of led
I'll be
way.
back. I'm going to put something in the oven.
A bun in the oven.
I told you, we should be making a cooking channel. What's he cooking? He's putting in the oven.
Probably a hot pocket, But how about Inglourious Bastards?
What did you think of it? It was very satisfying because they got to shoot all the Nazis. It was so good.
I love, especially when Shoshana you know, her image appears in the movie theater all filled with all the Nazis, you know, and they lock them in there, and then she's just, I'll burn you motherfuckers. And then they set the fucking thing on fire.
And what about the bear Jew?
Bear Jew, bear Jew, bear Jew. You know, they're going down with that Louisville slugger. Boom. Yeah.
It's what you always wanted to see, is the Nazis actually getting the fucking daylights beaten out of them.
We came here to kill Nazis. And killing Nazis is what we're gonna do. I'll tell you what, though, that was Brad Pitt, and he was excellent in another World War II movie that came a few years later called Fury.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, yeah. With where the 101st held Bastogne, crossroads at Bastogne in the middle of the Battle of the Bulge against like three divisions of Germans, and held them off until Patton's Third Army could get there.
Have you ever been there? Have you ever been to the Ardennes Forest and gone to those battlefields around Bastogne?
So, you know, I've been to Normandy, in France, and I went to Cologne, Germany, which had the living shit bombed out of it. Cologne was the site of a 1,000 bomber firestorm campaign.
Yeah,
and I like France, but the Germany I lasted a weekend. I had to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know, I went in the 80s, so the old people people who were like 80 years old in the 80s would have been there. You know,
yeah.
I really wanted to stop and ask them. So, what was it like when we bombed the living fuck out of you Nazis? You know, I really wanted to stop because
that's interesting, Mark. So, did you feel uncomfortable there? Did you?
Where's this?
Wow.
Were you uncomfortable?
Germany.
In Germany in the 80s when he went to visit them.
Yeah, it was awful. Raus, get on the train. Yeah, it was terrible.
It is freaky. It is really freaky, man.
It was just terrible. The only ones that I liked were the young ones and the gay ones, because, you know, the young ones had nothing to do with it. The gay ones would have been burnt up right next to me and my family.
Yeah.
You know, but the older people, you know, and then they have this ancient church that goes back to around the 1200 year, the very, very centuries, 1,000-year-old church they have there. Cathedral.
The cathedral in Cologne, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and yes, it's a big Baroque, Gothic, and the whole town of Cologne is like brick buildings from like 1950, like because the whole town was gone, and it's still there's a little modern architecture, but like the fundamental basis of the place is these uninteresting buildings because you know what happened, and they're very proud of their cathedral, and they show it off, but I kept thinking to myself, how'd we fucking miss it? Why is it even there? You know, you can't say that shit in 1980. You know, you can't. No. But I want to.
You know where you should go, because in the 80s it wouldn't have been sort of available really to look properly on the eastern side. You should go to Berlin now.
Never.
Why?
Although, listen, I know a lot of people that go and have been and love it. Berlin now is as it was in the 20s, which is one of the gay centers of Europe. It's a very gay friendly, you know, place, but it's also grim and dirty, and I've seen a lot of.
No, man, you'd like it. I'm telling you, you'd like Berlin.
No, I wouldn't, and you know why? I can't handle hearing the German language surrounding. I would never go.
It must be difficult.
Something cultural in me says no. You know,
get me out of here. Yeah. Get me out of here.
And not on the train. Not on the train. My dad loved Germany. My dad, oddly, you know, my dad loved many times. He used to go every year. He learned some German so he could communicate, you know.
And your dad loved those German cars.
Oh, my God. He would bring home a Mercedes every year. He would drive a Mercedes all over Europe, all over the Autobahn. And then he would take it back to the Mercedes factory. They would put it on a boat, and, you know, it would arrive in the port of Philadelphia, you know, a couple months later. And then he would drive it all over America. And then the next year he'd trade it in and go, you know, repeat, rinse and repeat.
I'm going to get my croissant. I just cooked my croissant. I just put it in for a couple minutes.
Is it a chocolate croissant? Like, is it chocolate?
It's an almond croissant. Almond. I'm going to get it.
He's getting fucking sophisticated. He's getting sophisticated. Almond croissant.
Listen, let's take what's the over under? I say it's gone in 4 bites.
Do you reckon he's going to make it back to the room with the croissant?
Well, you know, that is a good question. I think he'll hurry back. But then, you know, yeah. What do you say? Are you going to say it's under 4 or over 4?
Yeah, that's
What, you know, and it's Price is Right rules. So if you go over, you lose. Quick, you got to pick a number before he gets back.
well, okay, 2.
Okay, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Because you'll win
Look,
if it's 3.
It's gone in the oven, so it must be a significantly sized one. So I'm probably wrong. Okay, it's not going to be the little mini croissant.
Pick 2. Is that your final answer?
No, 6.
Oh, 6. All right, good. Okay, 6. That's your final.
What about you? What about you? What about you?
Well,
What about
I'm
you?
sitting at 5. So if it's 5 or under, I win because it's Price is Right rules, which means if you're
Okay.
over, you lose. So
Yep.
I feel like, you know, I've got it pretty well covered because 1 through 5, I win. 6 or
Yeah.
above, you win.
Yeah. No, fair enough. What about if he licks it and sniffs it like he does with the watches? Does that count for anything?
There's something. Hold on, my internet is fucking up.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
All right, start counting.
Here we go.
Let's have a look, Arch.
Oh, it's big. Tits, it's big. You might be in
Holy
luck.
fucking shit.
You might be.
I've
in
never
luck.
seen that.
You might
It's
be
like a
in luck.
lobster mornay in a croissant.
That one didn't count. That was just a lip lick. 1.
One.
Oh, he's frozen. Don't count out loud because you know we can't. This is secret.
Yeah. Take your time, Archie. Little bites.
Guys, fuck you, tits. Come on, guys.
There you go. 2. You're fucked.
That was a good one. It's bursting at the seams.
3. I think
Oh,
I'm
well.
gonna win. I think I'm gonna win here, bud.
I think you've got me. I think you got me. Archie, could you do me a favor? Could you squish the rest of that thing in your mouth and finish it in one bite? Could you fit that whole thing?
No.
No, I'm
Don't
going
do
to
it.
enjoy it. This is a.
No, don't enjoy it. Just eat it. Was it frozen? Why did it go in the oven?
I put it in the fridge. I bought it yesterday. I mean, we weren't hungry.
Now, did you microwave it or did you put it in a proper oven?
Proper oven.
All
I
right.
told
Yeah.
you. He's
Seems
angling
crispy.
for the food show thing.
Yeah, it did seem a bit crispy. Well, I've lost count already.
You don't want to microwave it, goes soggy.
Yes.
What do you think he is, a barbarian or something, Mark? What's wrong with you? Puts a fucking croissant in a microwave.
I got to be
Did you
honest
buy
with
any
you.
watches over in Nemea, Chief Tit?
I've kind of done
What's
it.
that?
You know, I've done it.
Any watches? You buy anything?
Well, we just got that thingo, that Blue Lagoon for the wife. Now that frees me up, as you know. It means I can have a crack somewhere. But I'm thinking about the bluesy.
A lot of money, but
It's a lot of money, and it is a lot of fucking money. He's got that. There's this one at I like this one that what's his name's got at what are they fucking called? Watch Connect. Watch Connect has got one.
ah,
And it's
how much is it?
I think it's about 20 grand. It's one of the more modern ones. Let me find it. And it went up for one of those auctions at you know how they put them up for auction every now and
Oh
then.
yeah, that's right. Crown auction, wasn't it?
Yeah, Crown Auctions had it. So I had a
Yeah.
little bit of a bid on it, but I'm thinking that if you take out the 16.5%, you look at their minimum and maximum price and all that business.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'd probably get it if they sold it for 18 or so. I'd probably pick it up for that much, but I think they're asking for just over 20. Is it on that site? Have you found it?
Let me have a look. I'll just get Rolex up. Oh, it's not coming up. These
Oh, it's-
princes, I love those. They're so solid, the deep sea. Fuck, 95,000. Fuck,
For deep
not
sea.
cheap. They mightn't have it on because they had it in the auction.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I wonder where it's gone. Well, maybe Dixon's got it. But what do you think of those, Arch? I mean, I don't know. There's a big difference in price between the ones that have got that don't have the gold on the bracelet here. You know, the 90s
I don't
ones.
think it really matters. Do you?
I don't, because they're a lot cheaper. They're like 17, 18 grand compared to the other ones, which are like over 20. What do you think? Do you think it's not a big deal?
I almost bought this Breguet, but thank God I didn't.
Which one?
This chronograph one here.
I think we're up to
Titanium.
That's that one with the orange markers.
It's a beautiful watch, but it's a bit. I paid that much for my gold one.
Fuck. Yeah. I don't know. So I'm thinking about a bluesy. So it's going to be.
Oh, he's busy.
What? Who? What? Where? What? What's
Are you
happening?
looking at? You looking at any watches for yourself, Marky, or you got everything?
No. Well, I'm debating a little on a Sky Dweller, but if I get a Sky Dweller, I'll
Rancher joins us.
Rancheroony. Come on, Ranch.
Sorry, I had a nice conversation with my daughter, and I was enjoying myself.
Well, how nice.
Then I felt bad about it, and I decided to punish myself.
Gotta come back.
So, Archie, what are you drinking?
Water.
Is anyone paying you to drink water?
No, and he ate a croissant and he did it for free, and I lost the bet on how many bites because I said he would scarf it and he nibbled it. So Tits won the bet.
No.
He said he'd nibble it and he did. And I'm like, do you even know this man?
I'm glad I wasn't on here to watch him eat a fucking croissant.
I know, it looked delicious, Clyde. It had powder sugar all over it and almond filling.
It was an almond croissant with the almond ground up in the middle, you know?
Like marzipan.
Yes.
You know, marzipan is either it's like cilantro. You like it or you don't like it.
Yeah.
I personally like it.
I don't want cilantro at this point.
You'd like anything, Clyde. How about an egg? Just get an egg. Let's see if we can get Clyde to eat an egg on air.
No.
Okay, so I found it in the private chat.
Yep. Got you.
It's in Dixon's. There's 3 of them.
Let's have a peeky poo. What are we looking at? There's a bunch of things there.
The bluesy. There's 3 bluesies.
Oh.
2 on the top row, 1 on the second row.
This is Aussie dollars.
Yeah.
22.
Ooh.
21.
Okay, what eliminates the majority of overeating?
And then that's a pre-ceramic one for 15.
Fasting.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You see what I mean, Arch? I mean, is it really worth that?
Wiring your Josh.
Or do you get?
I like the ceramic personally. I
you got to get the ceramic. Ceramic.
Really?
Mike.
We got Mike on here.
Yeah, no, do not get the aluminum bezel one, the 11613. Don't get that. Everybody flips that. It's jangly, it's flimsy, it's light. The bezel will scratch. The clasp is criminally shitty. Don't get that one.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Hey, man. It's doing all right, actually.
Cool.
Mikey.
Thank you
Good to
for
see you.
asking.
Looking well.
Thanks. Right on.
Mike, Clyde hasn't eaten in a week.
No. It's only been 4 days.
No. I actually have been eating a small dinner every night, and I've kind of plateaued as far as the weight loss itself. at least the speedy pounds falling off. So I think unless I, exercise more, longer walks, or do something more, I may plateau off here.
Or have you tried using a tracking app and counting your calories or counting your food?
Well, I eat one meal a day, and it's I do watch the numbers because sometimes rarely I'm cooking for myself, but most of the time I'm having like those lean cuisine or a good, and so I'm looking at how many calories and how much fat and how much protein I'm actually intaking, and so I'm like under 1,000 calories a day, and 20 maybe 40 grams of protein because I drink one protein shake drink a day. If it's a meal replacement.
I reckon Chief Tit, this one for 21 Aussie is not bad. You know something, Chief Tit?
Ooh.
I paid 20,400 for one like this.
Yeah.
Box papers 40 mil.
Yeah.
I sold it back to the same dealer and I got 18.3 for it, I think.
Fucking hell.
But look, the thing is, it's still they're a great watch. I sold it because I'd only just started selling things off, and I was worried that things wouldn't sell. But eventually, a lot of stuff did sell, so I was.
Yeah. Archie, you know that one that you're showing me now. So you see, that one is 21, and it's a 2012, and it says they're matte dial. The other one's 22,000. It's 2018, and it looks like it's the sunburst dial. I think I might be wrong.
I like that one better. Don't get the matte dial. I mean, it is unique, and there are fewer of them, but it's because nobody really liked them that much.
Yeah, I don't like the matte dial either.
Me either. Don't get that one.
What would be worse, the Matt dial or the Matt Stevens dial?
Now the sunburst dial too is really makes that boozy shine.
Okay, guys, you want to hear me do an impersonation?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
He's going to the toilet, guys. Going to the toilet.
You know, I think it might be time to these shows here. I got to be totally honest with you, Mark Goldberg. Next year, I might be going to 3 shows a week, 3 or 4 shows a week.
Well, then you would want to go like what? Wednesday, Friday, Saturday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What are we gonna do?
I think the business is contracting, Marky.
Yeah, I understand, but like now we gotta let's play with the idea. What are we gonna do?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, I don't know.
Monday.
Monday, Sunday.
Sunday, fun day. I don't know. We'll have to think about this. What do we have to do to get Bear back?
Yeah.
He's not coming back. No. And I think it's just the whole watch thing. I'll be honest with you. Even myself, my enthusiasm to buy new stuff is, I'm just
I agree with you. That's why I said to you, why don't we do some sort of like a cooking thing or a car thing or something else, something that's got like a different sort of
cooking with Archie. Cooking with Archie.
It's freaking hilarious. Imagine him cooking.
It's actually, I got to be honest with you, it is like I'm in no mood to buy anything. I'd like to sell a few things, but I'm in no mood to buy anything. You know what I mean? And
Super chat.
Bateman, $5, 5-digit sub has way more character than the ceramic bedazzle meister.
Spoken by a guy who doesn't have one.
Okay, I'm back.
Take it from a guy who's had both.
Did I miss anything good? Oh, sorry, I forgot where I was.
I'll be back.
If we have the cooking show.
Okay, now guys, the collective IQ just doubled.
That wasn't an imitation. That was a premonition.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we had a cooking show, Mark, what would be the dish that you would prepare for everybody? Whilst the chat was happening.
Prepare,
hey, that's a good idea.
I could make paella.
Yes, okay, but you could be like today's watch of the day is the Rolex Submariner.
We're gonna pair that with a
And
taco.
today we're gonna cook fish tacos, and here we go.
Okay, first
And
of
then
all, have you ever
Did
seen
anyone
Archie's
see
kitchen?
60 Minutes?
All the while you're flashing that watch and talking about it, as you
Yeah.
cook and stuff.
Yeah. Well, first of
That's
all, have you
that's
ever seen
great.
Archie's kitchen? Because I have, and trust me, nobody's filming anything in there. It's a disaster.
Well,
What's wrong with it?
I think Archie.
Wait, Chief, do you remember how fucked up your house was when we first met you?
Yeah, who cares?
Make it like that, but make it unrepentantly dirty.
Don't worry about it. Just go fucking cook and we'll all have a chat.
Hey, look, you want to give Archie ideas, you go right ahead. But I told you the one thing that Archie is allergic to is ideas. Didn't like ideas.
No. Ideas are fine. He hates what he's allergic to is effort. Now, did anyone see 60 Minutes this last weekend?
No.
They actually featured luxury watches.
Did they?
Yep.
They got it all wrong. They got it all wrong.
And interviewed Philippe Dufour.
Well, they got it all wrong. What's he know?
Clyde, what would you make? You're on a diet. You're not allowed to make anything. Mike, what would you make?
Sorry, what would I want?
What would you be making as the dish when it was your turn?
Roasted Minotaur.
Minotaur on a spit.
Mikey,
Well, how about
what's
you,
your-
Tits? What are you going to make? Pate du foie gras?
Funny. No, I don't know. Maybe beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington is a nice dish. I like me a beef Wellington.
Hmm.
Who knew? The trick is you have to cook the filet before you wrap it in the puff pastry, and then you put it back in the oven.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you, Mikey? What would you be cooking?
Oh, I mean, there's so much to cook. If I could get
Salisbury
my hands
steak?
on one, I would cook. I would treat everybody to abalone, but it's hard to get a hold of. Also, as well, if I could, I would include wild chanterelle mushrooms that grow wild out here that are just the most delicious mushroom in the world. You can base a whole dish around them themselves, and then there's there's lots of different seafood. There's different beefs. I happen to have access to like wild boar and wild elk, and so.
What do you mean?
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
My brothers and
That is comedy gold from the Red. Ha 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 ha.
Well, Frank V, it does explain a thing or two. You got to be careful with those mushrooms, Mike. People die eating the wrong ones.
In America, you can actually go out and hunt for stuff.
Yeah, I go hunting too. Out of Vulcan Forest and stuff.
What do you hunt for?
Deer.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a.
So what would you make? Mikey? Are you talking about venison and? Oh wow, wild boar, nice.
That's my first pig that I got.
What is that? Is that an AR-15?
Yeah, I built that gun myself. I have a bunch of them, but they're built out actually for hunting, believe it or not. Even though they're that style, they have special barrels and different scopes that you wouldn't use for, like
You're not allowed to use
other reasons, and special triggers and stuff on them.
Yeah.
And so that they're very accurate, and they're absolutely for hunting.
What is it? Is it a semi-auto or is it?
Yeah, they're semi-automatic. But like I've got them in the 223, which is what they normally come in, right? That's what everybody gets. But I've got it in 6.5 Grendel, which is another different little pill, and then I've got it in 300 Blackout, which is my home defense because I can go subsonic, and it's illegal to use a muffler in, a silencer in California. But if you go subsonic and you put a silencer, you cannot hear this. The 300 Blackout just rules the roost. Like the gun makes more noise than the bullet. It's like thump, thump, thump. And then I've got 450 Bushmaster, which is like it's a 45 bullet, but 3 inches long. It'll knock anything like 3 feet back. And yeah, I've got one more and then I've got my AR-10 in 308.
But would you you'd use venison and those wild mushrooms? Is that what you're talking about for a dish?
Yeah, or a wild pork meal with wild mushrooms. I'd probably make a risotto, and because I take the wild mushrooms and I make this. I call it my glop, but I take shallots and onions and just reduce them down in a little bit of oil, and till they're just almost like no crunch left, right? And then you add the mushrooms in and until the water drops and it flashes off, and then you just turn it down and let it simmer, and then towards the end you add a little bit of balsamic vinegar. And
I love balsamic vinegar, Mikey.
If you didn't know this, but alcohol alters the flavor of mushrooms drastically. Any mushroom. So even those mushrooms you go to the store and buy.
I'll have to ask Marcelo about the flavor to mushrooms.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Use wine.
It's a joke, Marky. Marky, joke.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Because Marcelo has a little mushroom cap for.
Hey, Mike, make sure whatever you do, don't get the mushrooms from Australia.
No, I mean,
Or Japan.
Out here, they're locally either picked or grown. But like, if I were to do a meal, I would.
You heard about that lady in Australia that poisoned that whole table of people using the mushrooms, didn't you?
Oh, that's funny.
But there's always a story like that.
They were death trap mushrooms.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
There's a famous vineyard family, Sebastiani, I think, who same story. They picked them, thought they were one thing.
What we're doing is we're going through. Mike's just been describing what we'd all do a different dish on the day when we're going to do like a joint session, and you'd show your watch, you'd cook a meal, and you'd be discussing things while you're cooking.
About the watch as we're cooking,
Yeah. So Archie, what would your one be? What would the meal be that you'd make for everybody whilst doing the watch talk?
Gaytime ice cream.
Oh man, you know what? I'd like to make something contemplated. I'd like to make steak tartare, French style.
Oh, gross! Open the package and put it on the plate.
You wouldn't be
cooking,
Just
Archie.
basically take mince, defrost the mince, put it on the plate. That's it.
Disgusting.
With a little bit of sauce. A little bit of sauce.
Mikey, we might be shrinking the show to 4 days a week, Mikey, next year.
Well, that's what you've been doing. You've been doing
Friday,
that so
Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's it.
That's 5 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
All right.
Monday's off, don't I?
You take Mondays off.
Yeah, I don't. I hate to think like with that. I think you need to find some people to fill those time slots so that you're not just absolutely absent. Because
here it is, Mike's hunting and cooking show on the odd days of the week.
Yeah, well, we can talk about that, but like not yet, not me yet. But I'm just saying, if you go to 4 days and leave those holes totally empty, somebody else is going to fill the hole, and I don't know if that would be the best for you. I get it. Fill the hole.
Speaking of which, guys, it's time to end the show today. Guys, we had a fantastic show. Thank you so much. I want to thank everybody. We had Claire, Looney, Hurricane, Yankee Doodle, Davey Smalls, Bateman. That's the ones, guys. We will be back tomorrow.
Only that many?
Thank you guys for coming on. I love you so much. We'll be back tomorrow. See you later, guys. Take it easy. Have fun. And remember, David SW, buying or selling in America. Don't play the AD games. See you later, guys.
Hi guys, it's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW.